Welcome to this week's episode of Blended, Blessed, and Always a Mess, where it's always a mess. And we are excited because we have been on a family trip, as I like to say this week, celebrating Angie's parents' 55th wedding anniversary, and several siblings have been able to get together. And this morning at the house with us, we have Angie's sisters, Trisha and Jesse, and her brother, Luke. And Luke is very excited to be on the podcast today. And so he's not excited, but he's here. And so if you're watching the YouTube video, you'll get some facial expressions and some pointing and things of that nature.
We told him he didn't have to talk. So if he's quiet during the podcast, you know why. We allowed it.
Not to talk.
Luke is Chase. So, if you guys know my son, Chase, and his personality, I say all the time, I am raising my brother, Luke. And it became even more evident on this trip as they have been buddies the entire time.
Last night we were walking out of the go-kart track because we all went go-kart racing, and Chase was up walking with Luke and his wife Dawn, and Andrew's like, well, he looks like he's their kid. I mean, he does. From behind, you watch Chase and Luke walking together, and Dawn's in the middle. You're like, yeah, it looks like they're the family. So it is, yeah.
So they're taking them
all right, well, let's just dive right in. Obviously, Kenny and Alice, 7 kids. And so with that being said, a lot of memories. But for you guys, what is your earliest childhood memory together?
I don't know about earliest, but I think my favorite is just our dinners and lunches we had together. It was always a big deal in our family to sit down, and I think that tradition's kind of lost with the hustle and bustle of everybody's lives today, but it was always a big deal for us growing up. So it was a lot of visiting, a lot of making fun of each other, a lot of fights too, but all memories.
I don't have a ton of memories of everyone together, but I would say my favorite is just being able to bump around all my siblings' houses whenever I was growing up and spend time with them. Not yours, though. I
Not all of them, because you never came to ours.
That's my instant memory, too. If you think about childhood, I just think about us all sitting around the table because we spent every night doing that. And then it was the chores afterwards. I always swept the floors. Mom washed the dishes. A couple people dried. Like it was just a machine to crank out all the work that needed to be done every night.
I'm just going to
I remember when Trisha would clean that you could not dirty a dish. So I had to drink out of the bathroom faucet so I wouldn't get a dish dirty. But,
It had to stay clean until Mom got
that's
home.
probably normal, right?
Yeah, totally normal.
We all have our crosses that we have to bury, Jesse. I'm sorry that happened to you. Who was
traumatized her?
Yeah. Who would you guys say is the favorite child of the 7?
Easy. Jesse.
The baby, as they all
Still
point
is
to
today.
the baby. Still true
She
today.
received so much love from everybody. So she was the lucky one.
Not just mom and dad. All the same.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, she doesn't remember a lot growing up, but it was like having a little baby doll in the house. I mean, we all packed her around too. So
Angie recently said that to me
memories.
too. It was like you had your own baby doll. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Did you pack me around too, Luke?
I pushed you around in a stroller.
I remember that. Really
a little baby doll stroller, and our kitchen
from it, but
our kitchen was a circle, and so there was a lot of times you got chased around that circle, but also Luke would push Jesse in this little baby stroller around the
toy baby stroller.
Around the
a toy baby stroller.
Yes, yeah, not a real human baby stroller, like a baby doll stroller, sliding around the corners, kind of like those go-karts last night.
Yeah. Okay, well, if somebody isn't part of a big family or they don't know your family, what is something that an outsider wouldn't understand what it was like growing up in the Oleg Schlager household? Everyone looks around.
I'll jump in. I think the level of chaos that you experience, I think you have no idea if you're a 1 to 2 child family. I mean, you have to figure shit out. Like you have to figure out how to navigate all the different personalities and navigate fights and all the sharing, all of that stuff. Like that's hard, but I also feel like those are I always say at work when I'm leading a team, like, this is no big deal. I had 3 older brothers and 3 younger sisters. Like, it teaches you so much. And I think people don't realize the level of chaos. They don't realize how you can fight, but also love each other. Like, I think we can all collectively say, like, there's a ton of times we get on each other's nerves, but like, you just know we all love each other. And I think it's because of the experiences we had growing up that still connects you all. And I just don't think people with big families, if you haven't been a part of that, you don't know what that's like.
You know, the other part people wouldn't understand today is, I know my kids and everybody's have their own bathroom. I mean, we all had to share. You got a small amount of time to get ready because everybody was getting ready in the morning. So
I didn't
And
I
this-
didn't have that.
now Jesse knows what it's like
same.
to be
Oh,
raised
yeah.
like today.
How
She
was
got
your
the bathroom for
experience?
herself.
Yeah.
It was actually
This was also a
kinda nice.
time where when we were growing up, this also was a time where the boys had long hair. And it wasn't that they didn't use the bathroom. I mean, we had one brother, not Luke, but we had one brother that really had to spend a lot of time with his hair. And so you were finding a
Was it a
bathroom
nice
with him
mullet,
too.
or was it a perm? What were they?
Perm back then. Yeah, lots of
Man.
hairspray.
I do remember getting to braid Luke's little rat tail a few times and getting in the back.
That's
You
when
know
you got
what?
to
If
love
we-
his hair.
That's when it
If
started.
we make fun of Luke on this podcast, then I think he would have to talk. He would have to defend himself.
Thinking about this, if you could give your family a sitcom name, does anybody have one? I actually have one that doesn't apply to the show itself, but the name of the show works. Full House.
Oh, yeah,
Full
totally.
House is a good one. Or
It's
Yeah.
a
Brady
name.
Bunch
I mean, the
or-
actual
Shit
basis
show.
of the show doesn't work, but the name of the show would work. Full House, for sure.
Yeah. And then today it's a Fuller House, their second
There you
sitcom
go.
with
Yeah.
all the
Right.
grandkids
Yeah.
and great grandkids.
Okay, most ridiculous fights you guys had growing up. Who started most of them, too?
The boys. You gonna
Luke's
are you gonna
the
defend
man
that?
to talk now. Luke may have been a little ornery growing up, so he picked on especially Craig. But yeah, we had a lot of fights growing up. But Yeah.
I mean, I feel like maybe you guys, everybody's memories growing up is different, right? Like, we all have different perceptions of what it was like growing up. But like, I feel like we fought every day.
every day, I agree. I think it may have been a small argument or disagreement, but it would be over chores or someone wearing each other's clothes or Luke taking Craig's car key or truck keys. Or I mean, it ended in something, or, especially at lunch or dinner. It always started out a lot of fun. And
When we
then
were together.
when we were together, then
Luke,
somebody
do
would
you
get
feel
mad
like we
over
fought
something.
every day? Do you feel like we fought every day, or what's your memories like?
Yeah, we fought every day. Just over stupid stuff.
It was never anything that was a big deal. It was someone made it a big deal,
Yeah.
No broken bones though.
No,
That's pretty impressive, actually.
No,
I don't
probably-
think.
Well,
I think
Tracy
the
got her
only-
ankle broke in the piano chair, the bench.
Was it her ankle or her thumb?
Shoot, which one was it, Mom?
Call in reinforcements.
Oh, Mom said ankle.
It was her ankle. Okay. Who threw the piano table thing over on her ankle?
Why are you looking at me?
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. I was looking at Jesse.
Ask Mom and Dad. So behind Trisha and Jesse and Luke are
You can see
is our
Mom a
family
little bit in
listening.
the corner. Hi, Mom.
Do ask Mom and Dad if we fought every day, or do they not recall that?
Do you think we fought every day? Somebody did. Yep.
Somebody did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was real.
Yeah,
Well,
that
there's
was
a
a
lot
real
of people
memory.
to pick a fight with. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of
Not
options.
me though.
not
me.
Not
Oh,
Jesse.
sorry.
Yeah.
It
Again,
goes back to not Jess.
we have
Well,
a
we-
different experience.
It's 6 and then her experience.
Yeah, right.
On phase
Well, we
2.
talk about our blended family, and Angie's like, I just want everyone to get along. And I'd be like, yeah, remember,
Never gonna
that's
happen.
never going to happen. We're going to fight most days, just like you guys did growing up. All right. So let's say zombie apocalypse happens. Out of the 7 of you, who's surviving the longest?
I think after watching Luke eat this week, he can survive on a very small amount of food.
Cereal and zingers.
Zingers. You got to have the zingers.
Yeah.
So true. Let's get a little bit serious. And each of you answer, unless your name is Luke, and you can choose. What's one thing that you admire about a sibling?
Oh,
Deep Thought by Jack Handy.
I would say I admire Angie for her grit and her push through life, especially in the last almost 3 years. I don't know how she does it every day.
Yeah, I think we can all agree there. That's
it's
been
all
hardest
the
thing
it's
I've
all
really
the fights that it's all the fights we had growing up. Then I just fight every day now with myself.
And mom and dad. I'll add mom and dad. There's many days as a mom myself, I'm like, I do not know how mom did it. So
Yeah.
I just have two, but it's
Yeah.
not an easy job to be a mom or dad.
We'll probably talk about this on a different podcast, but Mom's wish was to have all of her family come together and go on a trip together, which you could imagine trying to coordinate something like that. We couldn't get everybody to join, and we had some last minute people drop, and because of, health reasons and all of that. We'll get into that later, but it was our 55th wedding anniversary. So we did a little wedding renew vows thing, kind of ad hoc. And I think that just seeing them come together and just the love that they have and everything that they have been through too, it's cool to see. I think we're blessed to have them as our parents, even though, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. We kind of had to be a little aggressive to get them to actually be here, but
yeah, I don't want to speak for.
They made it.
I don't want to speak for Luke, but just yesterday we were driving to get Krispy Kreme donuts together. He said to me, I just am so grateful for my parents and how they have shown this much love to all of us. Yeah, it was a really deep conversation we were having. I just wanted your mom and dad to hear that because I know he was never going to say it out loud. And so it's just super important to get that out.
Wow, that almost makes me teary-eyed.
Thank you for speaking for me.
I appreciate that. How has your family shaped who you guys are today? We can talk about that a little bit right now, maybe, but just touched on
exactly that. I think growing up just with the amount of work you have to do with a large family to keep everything going, and watching mom and dad work. Mom would have multiple jobs. They both work their ass off. I think that's where we get our hard work ethic from.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I would say every one of us is hard workers, and
Yeah.
one thing people probably also don't understand about us is the level of OCD on certain things. I think every one of us is OCD about something, and this definitely comes from our parents.
Right. Yeah,
really
definitely.
I've gotten to experience some of that this week.
So one thing I learned, again, loving this since Luke can't talk. One thing I learned is that Luke, he's been a truck driver his entire life, and he's a badass at it, total badass, is he drives barefoot. This blew my mind. He drives barefoot because he does not want his shoes to scratch his pedals in his vehicle. That's the level of OCD. But he's won a lot of awards with his truck, and so it's a cool thing. It's cool to see. But
I'm excited. We talked this week. Chase is going to do a day trip with Luke in the truck. I'm actually really excited about that. I think it'll be fun. And I don't know, Chase may just stay on the road with Luke after that is what could happen. He may not return.
He might not come back.
So
what if maybe Trisha and Jess could also share something you're OCD about?
Oh, I'm OCD.
It's not a question on our list, but
yeah, I'm OCD with the house. I need everything picked up, and same here. I've went around at night and pick up the house.
Appreciate all your help doing that. I've watched you with laundry and clean up at night, make sure doors are locked, and you found the house, planned the trip. Thank you for all your work on this trip, Trisha. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm probably really anal with the doors. Corey makes fun of me for the doors have to be locked all the time. So very anal with.
I'm the same way. I tell my family every night, I'm like, guys, we don't lock. I have to go lock all the doors. Like, I'm trying to keep you safe. We're not living out in the middle of nowhere where nobody's going to find us.
Right.
Jesse, what kind of perfection are you rocking?
I don't really have any OCDs.
Oh, God.
And that's why I said what kind of perfection.
They can't eat in
I
her
was
car,
a setup.
no OCDs.
No OCD, but yeah, don't you dare bring a piece of food in my car.
Don't even bring water.
And
you can't have water in your car?
They can have water. Sometimes not in the cups, though. No.
Oh, and your feet have to be on the floor mat.
Yeah. Don't drag them into the car.
Yeah, there's no reason for your feet to move off of the floor mat.
The only way they
Like,
can eat in a car if she rents a car.
Yeah.
Then you can eat in it.
Sorry, Rusty Drawing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you guys, something you guys all really loved about hanging out together. What's something you wish you did more of now that you're older as a family?
Oh, this is the easy one for me.
Oh, I think vacation like
Mhm.
this we're doing this older in our older age, but we didn't, we weren't able to do that when we were younger. But I mean, we did go to the lake though. And that was, you should see how mom could pack that car in for all of us to go down to the lake. But yeah, maybe we would have fought less if we were on vacation.
True.
Yeah.
Or even
True.
just family get-togethers. There's so many people, and it's so hard to find a time where everyone can actually get together. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially now. I mean, it is harder to get everybody together. I'm surprised we got as many people to be able to go on this trip
Mhm.
even.
And that's what I was going to say too. It's the time together, especially now that we're older and we can afford to go do things together. But like Chase loves hanging out with Luke, and you would never get that time as he's sitting there by you. Yeah, he's sitting right by you, I'm sure. But you would never get that time and make the memories if you don't go on an actual trip. That's why I say all the time, take the trip, take the pictures, because that's what really matters is your time together. Because we all know in 2 seconds shit can change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so sorry, were you on dad on that?
Oh, just definitely the experiences we have together means more now as you grow up.
Yeah.
So adding on to that, if you could relive one family moment from any time, what moment would that be?
Hmm.
well, I'll speak for everybody that the moment I was born,
Oh my
but
Let's talk about
great
that.
moment for everybody, life changing. So I would say they would all agree.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about that because it does involve Luke. Because mom asked, and mom can fact check me if I have this wrong, but mom asked out of all the kids who wanted to be woken up if she went into labor at night. And Luke raised his hand. Luke said, "Wake me up." And no one else wanted to be awake if it was in the middle of the night. And mom goes into labor with Jesse in the middle of the night, wakes Luke up. I don't even think they were at the top of our driveway. And Luke woke us all up.
That's true. That's true.
And
We
also,
started-
mom said, whoever prays the hardest, that's what you're going to get, a boy or a girl. So there was 3 boys and there were 3 girls praying for a boy and a girl. And I'll never forget getting that call. I don't know if you guys remember this, but the phone's on the wall and mom calling to say that it was a girl. And it was like, oh my God, we prayed the hardest. But we had to wait all night because Luke woke us up. Do you guys remember that? Or do you have a different version that you remember? Because
No, I remember being woke up and we all sat around and waited for mom and dad to call. The good thing she's after the 7th kid, it was pretty quick actually.
7th kid, Jesse
From the
just
time
came
she
right
got to the
out. That
hospital,
was
we
not
got
a long
in
labor.
coma.
Come
I
on.
just fell right out, didn't I?
Jesse fell out.
Jesse fell out.
was dad even in the room?
Could dad be in the room? Oh,
Dad was in for Jesse, but not the rest of us, right? Yeah.
he
Yeah.
didn't care about you guys.
Yeah. It was
Recap what mom said because we can't hear.
Yeah, recap what Alice said because we can't hear what she's saying off mic.
Mom said that dad was in when Jesse was born, but not for the rest of us.
If he would have been in the
See,
room for the
favorite.
first 6, might not have had 7. That's something, guys, that we were like, woo. Okay, what's a life lesson that you learned from one of your siblings?
I mean, I don't know. Recently, I learned that when someone tells you something, you shouldn't share it. That's a good life lesson in this family. No one knows how to keep secrets, even myself. I wasn't supposed to share it, and it was a trickle-down effect. So
I was also not supposed to share it. Well, Luke, did you share it?
Nope.
no,
Good
Luke was the
job.
receiver that was called and blamed.
I will tell you on that, and we won't share what it was, but I will tell you that living up in Colombia, when it came to us, we were like, we are so glad that we are not part of this. We are just watching it all go down from a side.
Yeah. Well,
That is one of those like fun, like sibling things where
But
it's
that's
like,
part of a big family. We have it happen all the time. I mean, our kids would call Eric a super spreader.
Yeah.
But because he would, but then he's like, okay, so then it's backfires because then he keeps things quiet. But the other day he shared something with me and I did not think I wasn't supposed to share it. Then I share it with Summer and then all the kids are talking and then they're like, why'd you guys say that?
Yeah. Then we have a kid in our bedroom going, why did you share that happened? I'm like, I only told Angie. I look at her. She's like, that's on me. And I'm like, see, who's super spreading now? Come on, guys. What are we doing?
It's like the telephone game.
As Luke's telephone goes off. It's probably your brother
That
Ken wants to know
thing.
what you're doing. Tell him to come hop on this podcast.
It's Ken.
He's just
It's
down
Ken.
It is Ken. I was right. Ken's down him and his wife and kids are at a condo just down the way. They wanted to be within arm's length. So that's how that worked. Okay. Which parenting style did you take from your parents? Moms, dads, combination? Why?
I think for me, I think the work ethic for sure. But I also think, we were raised hardcore Catholic. And so I think when you're younger growing up, you don't have a level of appreciation from just a faith and the rigor and discipline that goes along with that. And I think all of us have probably ebbed and flowed in our faith in some aspect. And I know like my faith right now looks different than what it did, 10 years ago, or even from maybe how I was raised. But I do think as you get older, there's definitely a strong level of appreciation for that faith foundation that we were given. Again, even though it looks different for everybody, I think we are all faith-filled kids in some aspect.
True.
So I try to do that with my kids, now, even though I also know they were probably not going to appreciate it. But, we go to church on Sundays, we talk about it, we pray, all the things.
Chase complains most weeks.
No, he doesn't. He's sitting there listening.
I know
Does he want to?
I know he is. That's why I said.
I mean, we definitely complained about it when we were kids.
Oh,
but
hell
you
yeah.
grow to appreciate it when you're older. But I'll tell you one thing I wish I had. I wish I had mom and dad's. Well, maybe not dad so much. He didn't have as much patience, but mom had a lot of patience with us that I could have used more of that with my own parenting when the kids were younger.
I feel like about once a week on the phone to mom, I'm like, how the F did you raise 7 kids?
Yeah.
You is
right.
stressful.
I don't know.
Sometimes I don't know how she did it.
And had a daycare. I mean, in-home
With more
daycare
kids.
for how long? With all these kids. Like I tell my kids that, I'm like, can you imagine you coming home from school and you have to help take care of kids, or your house is full of kids that need to be fed and want to be played with and want attention. And the only way you could escape that is if you went upstairs in your room with a gate. There was a gate to keep the kids from going upstairs, but yet you still had to help. You still needed to, you come home, you sleep in your bed and do your home. It was just a completely different growing up. But I also, again, I think you can later in life tie it back to our work ethic and how you get shit done. Every one of us get shit done.
Just this week with just us in the house doing the amount of laundry. Like that was one thing mom always did. I remember helping with dishes, vacuuming, that type of stuff, but I didn't help with laundry a lot. But we were just talking about it yesterday, like how many loads of laundry do you think we did just this week?
So this is
every day.
I haven't done any laundry, but mom also did all of mine when I was growing up, so.
This, Trisha, is often what my week looks like. And before you guys got here Saturday, we had got here a couple hours early, and I had already done 4 loads of laundry. But then Trisha kicked in, and I'm like, God, I really don't have to do that much. So on occasion, I'll move something around, but this has actually kind of been a week off of laundry
break.
for me.
Yeah,
but I appreciate that because this is what a typical week looks like for me.
Yeah.
At the house in Columbia with all the kids.
Somebody needs a hug.
No, I mean, but you can see how much it's a lot of laundry.
Yeah. I can go all week almost at home and not do laundry. So I've felt your pain this week.
I say to Summer all the time, I'm like, that's the 3rd outfit you've worn today. I don't know. So that's where that comes from. But if we had to start a family business, all 7 of you, what would it involve? It's got to have a truck, I guess. I mean, I would assume.
I don't know.
I see the boys driving things. You girls should create something, and the boys can drive it to its destination.
Yeah, I think the girls would design stuff, and the guys would ship it. They would deliver it. That would be our business.
some kind of like Amazon. Got it.
Yeah. Some logistics company, but there's a creative and design front end. Because every one of us, I would say, has a level of creativity too, to our skills.
Sure.
Yeah. Would you agree, or what would your company be? Luke, if you could go and do something completely different, would you do something different, or would you do the job that because you love to drive, but I'm curious because you've driven a truck since you were 14, 10, 12, I don't know. You were young.
8.
Oh,
Mom
8.
and Dad said 8.
What? Oh, 8 years old.
8 years old.
Yeah, he was young.
I don't know. It'd probably be some driving or some type of cleaning business or something. One or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Well,
think we
cleaning
stay
business
busy
is-
with how anal everybody is with their houses and vehicles. If we went into a cleaning business, I think we'd be
Yeah.
busy.
Mm-hmm.
A cleaning on the beach business. We move to the beach. We clean
I love it.
houses. Love it. I mean, okay.
Then detail their car right before they leave to get all the sand out.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that.
then
Nobody's doing that.
Drive them to the airport with like some really sweet vehicle.
Mhm. All right. Would you as siblings rather do a reality TV show together or road trip across the country together? And why?
Reality.
Reality TV.
Definitely.
Because
We'd
I
have a
think
lot of
people would
viewers.
love to watch our shit show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
you
not
just
the
sit
best
back-
rider in the car.
You can sit and watch Luke and Chase all day, and you're like, what is this? What is happening right now? All right.
Yeah.
This may be as hard as the sitcom question, but if your family had a theme song, what would it be?
Taking care of business.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That's good.
Bachman Turner Overdrive, taking care of business. Solid choice.
Danger zone.
That's
See
a
your
good one
brother's
too.
getting on board with Danger
For the
Zone.
boys,
Uh-huh.
it could be Roll On.
Yeah.
Oh, roll on. Yeah.
Roll On,
That's
that's
a
a good
good one. That's kind of a family song there a little bit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mom would be Cotton Eye Joe. That would be her.
Yeah.
theme song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're
Sure.
almost done, Luke. We're just about finished. Who in the family is most likely to end up famous and why?
I don't feel like we're famous people.
Nobody? Nobody? Okay.
No.
It's Alice because she made it into sainthood. Thank you for asking. I was able to give that to you, and you guys all lost 1,000 points on that one. All right. So before we wrap, we always say something we're grateful for, but I want to just say before we do that today, we would have a question. It's not on here. What has been your favorite part of family vacation this past week? What has been your favorite part of the week? And then after you say that, something that you're grateful for, and we'll wrap this up. Luke's like, grateful? What?
Let's have Luke go first.
Yep.
I'd say probably going to the Waffle House with Chase.
It is a good Waffle House. I mean,
Oh, yeah, it's good.
You can Waffle House across the country. Some people are like Waffle House, and some are not good. This is a great Waffle House.
Mm-hmm.
I
So-
thought it'd be our heartfelt talks every night.
Walks on
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
white knuckle in the parasailing lesson.
Yeah, parasailing. Listen to Chase cuss.
Yeah. Well, I learned
Also-
that this week. Yeah. I didn't realize
He's
how
got
much
a potty
they like-
mouth.
They like the F bombs. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's your
I think-
favorite, Luke. Is that what you're grateful for? What is that what you're grateful for? Or do you have something different that you're grateful for?
Oh, just everybody on the vacation together. Everybody together.
Yeah.
He is sweet. Listen to that.
That's sweet. I
All right,
agree.
Tricia,
I think
what
this
about
pa-
you?
I think every day. I mean, I don't know that I have a favorite. I think it's all been fun in different ways. I mean, just hanging out at night, or even the night the kids played spoons, or the parasailing, watching Luke and Chase experience that for the first time was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Watching our kids.
Have
Together.
fun. Yeah.
Mhm.
Go karts last night. I mean, lots of fun, but just sitting on the beach all in a circle and visiting,
Yeah.
you know, just
And then
having
that
that
what-
time together.
Is that what are you grateful for?
Grateful for. I'm grateful we all could make the trip and we could all, you know, I mean, we're missing some of our family, but even out of 7, the amount that, I mean, we had 6 but that were going to come out of 7. So that probably doesn't happen very often, but, you know, Craig couldn't make it. But it's been nice having the family time together.
Yeah. I'm grateful I'm the baby of the family.
Oh,
That's so
Lord.
sweet. I mean, that's so sweet.
Wow.
I got to experience life almost like an only child, so I am grateful for that.
Yeah, my favorite part, I think, is all just when we're sitting around and just talking and laughing and sharing memories. That's just such a cool thing that I don't think people realize until you just experience what having a big family is like. It's cool to come together because it doesn't happen very often. And then I'm grateful that I could harass and be a hag to my parents and get them to finally decide to go on this trip. That's a whole nother podcast probably, but they flew for the first time by themselves, which was a big deal. And so anyway, I'm super grateful that they decided to join us.
My favorite part of this trip is a few nights ago, we went to the outlet malls and you have to take multiple cars. And I was driving one. I had Angie and Trisha with me and some kids. We're
Highlight.
almost the outlet mall. And I see, we don't have Krispy Kremes in mid-Missouri. So I see Krispy Kreme and the hot light on. And I whipped that vehicle in so fast. They're like, what are you doing? Because it's like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. I think the tires were screeching. And I'm like, when the hot light's on, you get a free donut.
I didn't even know
And
that.
Angie and Trisha are like, you do not get a free donut. And you don't get a free donut. It's the dumbest thing. I'm like, you get a free donut. So it was like a thing. I was like, come on, whoever's right's going to be right. And I mean, the kids loved those donuts. Now we've been back to Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. So last night we're driving back. Dane wanted to go to the hangout. So it's just Dane, Eric, and I. Everybody else went back to the house because it was like 10:15. And on our way back, he was like, low key, bro, my favorite part of the trip was the Krispy Kreme donut. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? We could have saved $8,000. I feel like we could have just drove to the next freaking Krispy Kreme next to our house and get you a damn donut. If that's
like next trip, Springfield, Missouri. Here we come, baby.
How is that but experiences, right? Like everybody was in the car. It was like this little adventure we went on for a second, but it's good to know because next year it's Krispy Kremes, and then anybody that wants to go to the beach can go to the beach.
We all agree they're not free. You bought a dozen and I bought
I
half.
did, but it got me in. And like Luke and I said yesterday, that thing dissolves in your mouth when it's hot off the conveyor belt.
He could have a whole podcast just on Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, I guess finally I'll just say I'm grateful for the week. It has been full of all kinds of adventure from start with, trying to get everybody down here, and some couldn't make it down here. And then we had some adventurous weather days out of the gate. And then now we've had some beautiful weather the last several days. But I think just a lot of great memories that have been made. And as we know, time is so precious and it can be taken from you just like that. And so it's just been great to be together with everyone. And honestly, for me and my kids, it's our first time to do like a big family trip with your family.
Yeah.
And so I think we've enjoyed that and got to learn some things. I was telling Corey again this morning, Tricia, I've learned that he's a great cook. And I've loved that about this trip. I mean, man, I need Corey to cook for me more often. So, yeah, but a lot of great things. So it's been a wonderful week. Luke, we thank you for your time this morning. You have really been a trooper, and just appreciate you keeping Chase busy this week. It's been fantastic. If you could come on home with us at least one day a week, I think that would be helpful.
He'd probably like that.
He probably would. I'm just going to bring Luke home. Don's like, take him for 2 days. But anyway, with that being said, we'll all start traveling back tomorrow, and hopefully everyone will just we'll pray for safe travels for everyone. So we thank you guys for listening this week. Hope that all of you have a wonderful week, and God bless.